Hi there, and welcome to day 11 of 14 days of yoga. Let's take a moment to settle in and come to a seated position. So I always like to prop my hips up. You probably know that by now if you've done the other 10 days. So propping the hips up if that feels good for you too. And then take a moment to just sit still. Sit still, let the body, the mind just settle. Makes me think of a snow globe. You know, when you shake it up and the snow is everywhere and just waiting for it to all just slow down and fall to the earth. So that's where we are right now. We are the snow in a snow globe and just letting the eyes grow heavy. Palms face down on the thighs. And the top of the head is long, the crown, the spine. And take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Again, full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Last time, full inhale, filling the lungs up, holding the breath at the top. And then exhale it out. Keeping the eyes closed, just breathing here. And as you settle, as we breathe, just notice what comes up for you in this space. Sometimes you notice tension in your body somewhere. Sometimes it's random thoughts that pop up. For me, it's usually a to-do list. So just notice and just let that pass by. And keeping the space between the eyebrows soft. Gently rock the jaw side to side. As we breathe here, set your intention for class today. And like a seed, planting it in your heart. What is your intention today? What brings you here? Why did you show up today to practice with me? Why are you here? I'm glad you're here, but why are you here? Really tapping into that why. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Again, full inhale. Exhale it out. Last time, full inhale. Exhale, release. Slowly opening the eyes. Coming forward onto all fours, remove the blanket. Coming to cat-cow with the palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Take the gaze up as you inhale, drop the belly down. And exhale, take that chin to chest, pressing the earth away, rounding the back body. And again, inhale, dropping the belly. Pull the wrists towards the knees and knees towards the wrists. And exhale, chin to chest, soften the back of the neck, pressing the earth away, rounding the spine. Again, full inhale, drop the belly, shift the gaze up. And exhale, chin to chest. Last time, full inhale, wide across the collarbones. Feel the stretch in that front body. And exhale, rotate. Open the ribs, the shoulders, creating space. And coming back to center. Coming to puppy pose, so just walking the fingers nice and long. Keep the knees and hips where they are. So keeping the hips over the knees. And then working to drop the chest, the chin, the forehead to the mat. And just notice the breath in the space, a really big heart opener. As you breathe, take a full inhale into the back of the heart. The back body expanding, opening. And then releasing. On the second breath, full inhale into the side of the heart. Side bodies. And exhale it out. On the third breath, full inhale into the front of the heart, the front body. And exhale it out. Looking forward, sliding onto your belly, coming to Spinks Pose. Arms are shoulder width distance, palms facing down. And so the palms and the shoulders, the palms and the forearms are active, pressing into the mat. Shoulders away from the ears, right? See that? Like a turtle out of its shell, popping the head nice and long in the neck. And the belly is towards the earth, but slightly engaged. So we're not sucking in, right? But we're opening the front body, relaxing it towards the earth, and then gently lifting the navel. Yeah. Energizing the chest, the heart, forearms, palms, pulling back, leading with the heart, reaching through the toes behind you. And taking one more full breath in this space. And then lowering all the way down. Bringing the arms nice and wide, in line with the shoulders. The palms on the earth. Take the left hand towards the left shoulder and start to rotate onto that right shoulder. So the right arm is in line with the shoulder, nice and long. Rotating onto the right shoulder, stacking the hips and the shoulders. If it feels good, you can bend that left knee, placing the left foot on the earth as you rotate open a little bit more. You'll feel this big opening in that right shoulder, the right pec, that area nice and open, deep stretch. And keeping active through that right palm, the right fingers. Big shoulder opener, chest opener, and then slowly rolling back onto your belly. It's very slowly unwinding. And then the same thing on the other side, so arms wide, left fingertips, left shoulder. Our left arm is in line with the left shoulder. Right hand under the right shoulder, rolling onto the left shoulder, stacking the hips, the shoulders. And again, if it feels good, you can bend that right leg, placing the right foot on the earth, opening up the heart. And just resting the head, so you don't want to staying active in the neck, soften it towards the earth. Breathing fully into the space. Where is the tension? Maybe not in the obvious places, right? Anywhere else but that shoulder. And then coming back to center. Back onto the belly. Arms wide, tent the fingers. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Pressing back to child's pose. Pause for a breath or two. Feel the forehead into the mat. Feel that connection. And when you're ready, lifting up, downward facing dog. First down dog, so walking out the dog. Let the calves breathe, the back of the legs move. And soften the back of the neck. Keeping the long spine. Bringing the big toes to touch, lift that right leg up and back. Step it forward, high lunge. So take a moment, get that foot framed, pressing into the earth, lifting up, bringing the hips low, Inhale, reach the fingers to the sky. Staying active through that left heel. Inhale, lifting through the fingers and straightening that front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, open the heart. It's cactus pose, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, bend the knee, open the heart. Again, inhale, lift, reach. And exhale, open the arms to cactus. Bring the hands to the earth. Twisting to the right, bring the right fingertips to the sky. And release it back down. Stepping that left foot in about a foot. Coming to pyramid pose. Feet are hips distance apart. Actively pulling the right hip back in space. Keeping the left heel grounded. Take a full inhale, lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale, folding, bringing the heart towards the thigh. Soften the back of the neck. Notice where the breath travels in this shape. We're just making shapes here and breathing through them. Take it one more breath. And take that left foot to match the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Toe heel the feet out a little wider than hips distance, maybe mat's distance. Bend the knees, sink the hips, coming to squat, yoga squat. Bringing the palms together, elbows nice and wide, wide across the collarbones. Let the weight fall to the heels and the hips. Long through the crown of the head. You can stay here or maybe placing that right hand onto the earth, left fingertips up to the sky. Full reaching through the fingers. Release it down. Switch sides. Take the left fingertips to the earth. Open up to the right. Inhale, lift. And bringing the hands back to the earth. Straighten the legs. Bring the heels nice and wide. So parallel, feet are parallel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pausing here. Bring the opposite or grabbing opposite elbows. And just let the elbows grow heavy with each exhale. Folding a little deeper, shake the head out, yes and no. This is one of my favorite poses. Big stretch, the back of the spine. Oh, it feels so good. Rocking side to side, that feels good. And then adding a little more movement, slow movement here. So keeping the knees bent slightly. And then with the elbows, leading with the elbows, roll them over to the right side. And as you roll, start to lift. So we're going to move in a circle here. So lifting through the elbows, reaching up towards the sky, lifting, lifting, lifting. And then slowly start to lean to the left. And lowering down towards the left side, yeah. And again, rolling through center. Heavy in the elbows, over to the right. Rising up to the sky. Lifting, lifting, lifting through the elbows. Slowly lowering on the left side. Other side, going to the left, heavy in the elbows, rolling, 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 lifting, lifting, lifting up to the top. Feel the space in the side bodies, and gently, like a waterfall, flowing over to the right side. Remembering to breathe, my friend, rolling to the left, lifting, lifting, lifting. Core is engaged, but you're lifting through the center, and then over to the right like a waterfall, flowing, rolling, staying at the bottom, releasing the hands to the earth. Toe heel the feet in a little bit more, hips distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in the knees, ragdoll. Rolling up, taking your time, winding, feeling the spine stacking one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, lifting up to the sky, palms touch, slight back bend. Bring the thumb to the forehead, the lips, the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Step back with that right foot. Low lunge, drop the right knee. Strong base when you're there, lifting up through the fingers. Keeping the hips low, okay? So keeping the hips low, lifting up through the fingers, breathing into that hip flexor, checking the front knee, making sure it's not past the ankle, staying lifted, creating space in the hips to the ribs, opening, lifting, full inhale. Exhale, straighten that front leg, forward fold. And energetically pulling the left hip back. You'll feel that immediately in the back side of that left leg. For a deeper stretch, you can walk the fingers out over to the left side. And maybe pointing and flexing and rolling that front ankle. Whatever feels good. Taking one more full breath. And rebending that front knee. Toe heel the left foot out a little wider. Bring the hands inside. Coming to lizard pose. So staying active here. Heart opening up to the front. You can stay here or maybe lowering down onto the elbows if that feels good. But notice if you do lower, if you're rounding that upper back, come up a little higher then. Play around with it. You want to keep the heart open. Slight back bend. Taking 2 more breaths wherever you are. And slowly rising back up. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Pressing in the top of the push-up. And then releasing the knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Palms wide, tent the fingers. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower it down. Press the palms to the mat. Press back, child's pose. Take a breath here. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out, go. Big toes to touch. Take the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward, high lunge. So planting the front heel, lift it up. Bring the hips low. Pressing back through that right heel and then lifting up through the fingers. Now on the next inhale, straighten that front leg, reaching the fingers up. Exhale, bend the front knee, come to cactus with the arms nice and wide. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, cactus. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower cactus arms, nice and wide. Release the hands to the mat. Twist to the left, take a full inhale, left fingertips to the sky, and then release them down. Step that right foot in about a foot. Coming to pyramid pose, feet are hips distance. Yeah, energetically pulling that left hip back in space, keeping the length in the spine. Take a full inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little deeper, bringing the heart towards that thigh, soften the back of the neck. Taking one more full breath, enjoying the stretch. Now looking forward, right foot matches the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Toe heel the feet out a little wider. Again, grabbing opposite elbows and just fall heavy this time. No extra crazy movements. Unless you want to rock side to side. It feels so good. Wringing out of the spine. Maybe adding a little twist as you move. And releasing the arms towards the mat. Toe heel the feet a little bit wider than mat's distance. Coming to a yogic squat. So sinking the hips. Hands into the heart once again. Elbows wide, open the heart, long through the crown of the head. Weight is in the heels. Bringing the breath into your heart. Taking one more full breath here. Pressing into the heels, rise all the way up to stand. Fingers sky, floating to the sky. Hands, palms touching, slight back bend. Bring the thumbs to the forehead, the lips, the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Toe heel the feet in, hips distance again. Step that left foot back, coming to low lunge on the left side. Drop the left knee. Lifting up through the heart, fingers to the sky. Sink the hips, so you'll feel this on the left hip flexor that time. With the right knee over the front ankle. Active through the fingertips. Creating space in the side bodies. With a slight back bend, but more lifting here. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, straighten that front leg, forward fold. Energetically pulling the right hip back this time. Rolling out the ankle if it feels good, pointing and flexing. Maybe walking the fingertips over to the right if that feels good. Taking one more full breath wherever you are. Rebending the front knee, coming forward to lizard pose, so toe heel that right foot out a little wider. Palms on the earth. Open the heart, so a slight back bend here. You can stay here, just breathing into that hip space, or if you want to come down onto the forearms. But if you do, notice, if you start rounding the spine a whole lot, maybe come up a little higher, and breathe there as you work your way back down. Taking 2 more breaths wherever you are. And bringing the hands back to the earth, stepping back to plank, top of the push-up, push the earth away, active through the heels, and lowering the knees, chest and chin to the earth. Palms wide, tent the fingers, inhale, lift. Exhale, release, press the palms to the mat, back to child's pose. Take a breath or 2. Bring the arms back behind you, palms facing up. Keep the forehead melting on the earth. Breathing into the back body and remembering the intention you set at the beginning of class. Gently rolling up, coming to a seated position. Bring the legs out in front. Nice and long. Remove the flesh from the sits bones. Flex through the heels. Inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for the toes, the ankles, the shins, wherever you are. If you can comfortably grab your feet, reach for the outsides of the feet. Or if you can reach the toes, reach for the outsides of the feet and just see how that changes the stretch for you. I feel it in a different way, so just check in with your own body, see how it feels. Taking one more full breath in this fold. Releasing the feet. Start to roll down on your back, one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way down. Arms overhead. Stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Hug the knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Coming to happy baby with the arms inside the legs. Grab the outsides of the feet. Rocking side to side if that feels good. It gets all my lower back in all the spots that I hold a lot of stress. And if there's any other pose your body needs, feel free to take it there, otherwise we'll make our way to final Shavasana. So straightening the legs out nice and long, arms by your side, palms to the sky. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. We'll be here for about a minute and I'll wake us up to finish class. Welcome home. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms up overhead, stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Take your time rolling onto your right side body, pausing there for a breath or two. And when you're ready, we'll meet in a nice, comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude. So think of one thing you're grateful for right now and hold it in your heart. And we'll close our practice with one Om. Join me. Take a full inhale. Namaste, my friend. Awesome job today, my friend. Can you believe we're almost done with the 14 days of yoga? I hope that you are allowing yourself to move and breathe and feel and giving yourself a little grace and some patience, especially if this is your first time ever doing yoga. This is a lot to take in, so just be patient with yourself in the process, and I will see you tomorrow for day 12.